There's a lot that goes on in music and culture that I just don't quite understand. For example, concerts. I always associated concerts with listening to music, right? So I can remember early on going with this guy to a stadium rock concert. And I'm off to the side. I can't stand the smell. I can't stand the heat. It's like 90 degrees out. People smell very bad in that situation, particularly when they've had too much to drink and a lot of it's ending up on the ground. I won't go into more detail. So he's in the middle of this mess, screaming for 3 hours. And he comes back and he says, "Oh man," he has no voice left. "Wasn't that a great concert?" Like, how would you know, dude? You were sitting there screaming for 3 hours. I prefer the nice, calm atmosphere of a good family folk festival. Sometimes the acts are so great, and the musicians who perform are just top notch, and I'll get to a stage early and I'll sit right in the middle because I want to enjoy every note. But more times than not, after I do that, some other people will come up too. "Hey, Mabel, we got some great seats here, don't we?" "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, this is going to be real nice that I have other people who've gotten here early and really want to enjoy the band with me. That's going to be fun." But then the music starts. "Hey, Mabel, what did you eat for dinner last night?" "Oh, well, Tom came over and he made up pork chops and he got them from Costco and they were on sale." And they'll yell at the top of their lungs through the entire set. And you don't know what to do. You don't want to get into it with them or anything. So you might, point to your ears and, "I'm listening," or something like that. But they don't see you and they don't quite get it because they're very much into the conversation. And I think to myself, what are they doing in the front row? My better half grew up on farms and was in a very insular kind of family. They didn't get out much. And so she wasn't either really in tune with the cultural surroundings. I remember bringing her to a Grateful Dead concert, her first, in around 1980, 81. It was at the Meriwether Post Pavilion, and we were out there in the grass. Now, Ellen always carried around a lot of stuff in her bag. She had a big bag, and all sorts of stuff was in there, definitely books. So we're in the field there, and a guy's stumbling around. He comes over to us, says, "Hey, man, you have a bowl I could hold?" And Ellen says, "Yeah, I think I do have one." And so he opens up the bag. Out comes towels, books, various odds and ends. And he's looking forward to getting a good hit of weed, and he's smiling. He's looking forward to this. So out comes a big plastic eating bowl from the kitchen. He says, "Will this do? Is this good?" He looks in horror. He says, "Oh, no, man, no," and stumbles away. One thing I never quite understood was Broadway. I don't like being yelled at. So when I had to shop, somebody calls me up and they say, "Do you have the music for a high school musical?" I said, "Which one?" They said, "Never mind." Have you ever been to a concert where some of the people who attend have no idea what they're about to witness? This happened to me when I went down to the Meyerhof. It was the Thursday night before we got married, and the Philip Glass Ensemble was playing there. In case you're not familiar with the Philip Glass Ensemble, and the period of time we're talking about is when his piece Einstein on the Beach was out, and that's largely what he was playing from. It's minimalism, and it's loud, and it's pulsating, and it's very enjoyable to me. But that particular time slot at the Meyerhof usually had classical chamber music, I think. And it was a very old conservative crowd there. And I'm in, and they're setting up, and they've got tall stacks of amplifiers, electric keyboards, saxophone. Everybody's sitting down in a semicircle. And you see all these people looking like, what is this? And so they're getting ready. They're all taking their position. They have a guy up front who's acting as conductor. He goes like this, and boom, and it's loud. And I'm enjoying it, and you see about a quarter to a half of the audience just walk out. It was quite a sight. Well, until next time, I am Josh. I am the old man. Take care of yourself. Be well. Have a great weekend.